Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to another segment of Missing Kids. We're almost ready to discuss the next part of the, we're going over the crime sheet that belongs to the prime suspect in the Madeleine McCann case. So just hold on and we're going to pick up where we left off just a little while ago. And this is another different vlog. And so first, I just want to show you how I make my coleslaw salad. Now, don't forget that this is not another issue of my messy Italian kitchen or my food fads. It's not a cooking vlog, but I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm having for dinner on the starch solution tonight. And I remember I was telling you I had a little surprise planned for my leftover pepperonata sauce, and I was obviously going to make a pizza with it, right? But you know what, guys? I think I'll just go ahead and freeze this because I'm not in the pizza mood. I think I'm going to pass for now and just put this in the freezer and work on my coleslaw. And I'm also going to be having 2 cups of white rice, and I'm going to boil them with some protein right here, chickpeas, and the coleslaw. So that's going to be my dinner. Hold on and I'll show you what I'm going to put in them, actually in the salad. Hold on. So I'm only going to put lemon juice and a little bit of vinegar right here. Now, I would normally put a little bit of salad dressing. Maybe I will. I have some low-fat salad dressing, but I prefer it like this actually. And I'm going to, just eat it plain. And guys, it's a lot for me. And that's why I never make it. It's by the time, these are not very big, but it's going to last me a whole week. And if I don't eat it, it goes bad. So what I'm going to do is simply pack some additional packages of coleslaw. And whenever I'm ready to eat it, I'll just mix it together. And like that, it doesn't go bad. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay, that's out of the way now. So guys, dinner is served. As you can see, I like my coleslaw very chunky, but I have so much more for the rest of the week, so I had better get started on dinner, hadn't I? And so I'll be right back with you with the rest of the crime sheet, and I'm hoping to get through it. You know what I'm saying? So guys, in December of 2019, where we left off, the prime suspect was convicted of the attack, the 2005 attack on the American female, and of extortion. And it was based on evidence of DNA. And he, as I said before, he was given a 7-year prison term, but at the time that this article was written, the appeal was pending. So most likely he served just a bit of it, maybe. It's very confusing to me. He had so many prison terms, and they were all, what a mess. What a mess. And I don't know about you, but I have to feel a little empathy for this person who was so miserable that he could only get satisfaction by committing such crimes as theft and these horrific attacks. And so let's continue with this list. In June, on June the 3rd, 2020, Scotland Yard and the German police made a statement that they believed that they had identified him as a suspect in the Madeleine McCann case. And indeed, it would not be surprising to find out if he was, in fact, that person. But I can't help but think that maybe there are more people involved. Surely somebody else must know something much more tangible. But even in that case, we still need that physical DNA to tie him to Madeleine McCann. And so the next day, on June the 4th, 2020, prosecutors said they believed that Madeleine McCann had transpired, and I'm hoping that she didn't and was instead trafficked. But they know these things very, very well, and so the suspect is named in the German press as the prime suspect. And so also he argued that the convicted pedophile arrested, somebody else argued that the convicted pedophile's arrest for the brutal attack of a 72-year-old American female was unlawful. Well, I don't think so. Why would it be unlawful? Was it not proven? I really don't understand that logic, but I don't agree with it, certainly. And so I guess the very important message here is that if he could do that to an elderly woman, think of what he would do to a helpless and sleeping child. I don't want to even go there. And so that attack in 2005, Portugal, it was confirmed with his DNA that matched the hair found on her bed. And so he was a former car mechanic. He was working in the food industry. He was a repairman. And he, at the time that this article was written in 2020, he was currently serving time in jail in North Germany for drug offenses. So, wow, he went from one prison to another in another country. It's really unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it doesn't seem to faze him. So, anyway, let's get on with this. And so, he faces a further 7 years in prison for this elderly woman. And the thing is that his lawyer said he should not serve his sentence because he was extradited from Portugal in 2017 on separate charges for child abuse. They're going to have to find a way around all of that. I guess they don't get many cases like this. And what I'm trying to impress upon you is that he's a mess. He's an emotional mess. I don't mean it to sound mean, but even so, we do need that physical DNA to tie him to Madeleine. And because we can't find Madeleine right now, that's a tall order. And I don't know how we're going to prove it. I don't know how we're going to tie him to Madeleine McCann. I'm thinking what they might have on him, what else. This is a lot. This is a lot. It takes everything in me to not think that he is behind it, the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. But the fact of the matter is we need that physical proof, don't we? And so right now, or right then in 2020, they didn't have any evidence to charge him as now, but they are going forward with the trial because I think something is up. Something is up. And even though they're not telling us, maybe they do have something. What that something is, I hope that they have that hard evidence, because you see how slippery he is? He's very slippery, and he's got so much going on. It's amazing that he can actually get away with a thing or two here and there. I'm in shock. And so that is incredible. And so what happened was an appeal was issued for witnesses and for information on about the mystery person who did call the prime suspect on his mobile phone that night of May the 3rd when Madeleine vanished. And so what I'm thinking, guys, is if it was, I'm almost sure it was Nicole, because I'm not saying that she did the deed, but she's, she's withholding information. If she did, I can't tell you for sure what happened, but I would say that if she could pull off all of that tipping off on the phone, maybe she was some kind of volunteer or employee in the kitchen or in the staff of the hotel or maybe in the babysitting service. We don't know. She did have experience with children. And so I'm wondering if she was at all, like maybe she went under another assumed name. Did she have any other ties with Ocean Club? Because somebody there must have tipped them off with all the comings and goings of the parent. You know what I mean? Maybe it was Nicole that was there watching, obscured by some sort of structure or bush, and was able to watch the comings and goings of the parents. We don't know. Somebody was helping him in that respect. And so that's what I'm saying. There's other information here that should be available, that should, somebody out there has to know something, is what I'm saying. And I'm not sure what the prosecution is going to pull out of their hats, but it does seem like there's an awful lot going on beneath the surface. And besides what I've been telling you in the other vlogs, I'm sure that Nicole has something to do with this, with all of this mysterious vanishing of Maddie right in between the checks. That was too perfect, guys. Somebody was very closely watching what was going on. I have a feeling it may have been Nicole or maybe another friend similar to Nicole, similar in relationship. Apparently they were just friends and not romantically involved, but I don't know. And besides, for me, that's not important. What's important is for Nicole, to come clean, to admit that she was at fault for helping them, especially in the robbery, because she flat out was identified by the victims. And so what I'm saying is, if she could be that horrific, of course she could do something like this. I only hope that she can become rehabilitated and convince herself that the right thing to do is to come forward. And I would hope that even the prime suspect himself would just, give up on this life of crime and hardened, criminal deeds, and just come clean and, let that weight come off of his shoulder, because I don't know how he can face life like this. It must be very difficult for him. Not that I really care at this point, especially if it really is him who abducted Madeleine. But still, I need to have some compassion for him in order to understand why he did what he did. Okay, he needed money. I don't see any way other than human trafficking how he could have made Madeleine a financial gain for himself unless he sold her. I'm hoping that she's alive, guys. I'm hoping that she isn't, you know, lying in a heap somewhere. I don't even want to think about it. But it's so sad that a man like this, who has so much potential, was ruined from his early youth. I don't know what problems he might have had. And so, anyway, okay, so the next time that we talk, we will be looking at the cases of, I don't know if I'm going to do them separately. I think I'll do them separately. Renee, a little boy who went missing in Portugal, and Inga, who went missing in Germany. And so we'll talk about them next time. I'll see you soon.